We need to be put in check. Whatever form that takes, I'm game. If we can't accept limitations, we're boundaryless, we're no better than the bad guys.
Tony, if someone dies on your watch, you don't give up.
Who said we're giving up?
We are for not taking responsibility for our actions. This document just shifts the blame.
I'm sorry, Steve, that is dangerously arrogant. This is the United Nations we're talking about. It's not the World Security Council, it's not SHIELD, it's not Hydra.
No, but it's run by people with agendas, and agendas change.
That's good. That's why I'm here. When I realized what my weapons were capable of in the wrong hands, I shut it down, stopped manufacturing.
Tony, you chose to do that. If we sign this, we surrender our right to choose. What if this panel sends us somewhere we don't think we should go? What if there's somewhere we need to go and they don't let us? We may not be perfect, but the safest hands are still our own.
If we don't do this now, it's gonna be done to us later. That's the fact. That won't be pretty.
You're saying they'll come for me.
We would protect you.
Hi guys, welcome back. Today, as Captain America Civil War will be turning 10 on the 26th of April, I thought I would look back and see what happened to every character on each side of the Civil War, and see what could cause Civil War 2 and what the teams could look like in the MCU.
Spoilers!
Ahead, if you haven't seen the films that follow Captain America Civil War.
What do we do, Cap?
We fight.
This is gonna end well.
They're not stopping.
Neither are we.
We're still friends, right?
Depends on how hard you hit me.
You're pulling your punches.
I didn't kill your father.
Then why did you run?
Team Captain America, who are opposed to the Soviet Accords, Captain America Steve Rogers is retired and back in time in the late 1940s and an old man in the present day. The Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, is active and now a member of the New Avengers and a former congressman. Falcon, Sam Wilson, active and as of Brave New World, the current Captain America and leader of the Avengers. Ant-Man Scott Lang is active and recently fought a variant of Kang in Quantumania. Hawkeye, Clint Barton, retired and training Kate Bishop as the new Hawkeye as of the Hawkeye series. Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff, is deceased as of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness after turning evil and then sacrificing herself to save the multiverse. Agent 13, Sharon Carter, is active and as of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series is the power broker, the criminal ruler of the underground city Madripoor. What's really interesting about this side now, it is no longer just about rejecting control, it's about protecting freedom of choice. In a world that's becoming more unpredictable, Team Iron Man, who signed the Accords. Iron Man, Tony Stark, is deceased as of Avengers Endgame after sacrificing himself to save the universe from Thanos. War Machine, James Rhodes, is active as of Secret Invasion TV series, being rescued from a Skrull captivity pod after being kidnapped and replaced by a Skrull while wearing a hospital gown, hinting he might have been there since the accident in Civil War, which I hope isn't true. Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, is deceased as of Avengers Endgame as well after sacrificing herself to get the Soul Stone for Clint Barton and the rest of the Avengers to help defeat Thanos. Black Panther T'Challa is deceased as the Black Panther Wakanda Forever, as he died off-screen prior to the events of the film due to a sudden illness. This is due to the sad passing of the actor Chadwick Boseman from stage 4 colon cancer after battling it for 4 years in secret. Spider-Man Peter Parker is active as of Spider-Man Brand New Day, coming out later this year, and after seeing the trailer, I cannot wait to see where they're going with this character. Vision is active, but in a new rebuilt body called White Vision, and last seen flying away from Westview in the WandaVision series to process his restored memories. Even though Tony Stark is gone, the ideology of his team, protection, oversight and preventing disasters could still live on through other characters like Vision, Shuri or even Captain Marvel, which is what makes a Civil War 2 possible. I sided with Team Captain America in Civil War. Which team did you side with? And will you be watching it again to celebrate the 10 years? Let me know in the comments. Now moving on to Civil War 2. This is what happened in the comic book series. Spoilers ahead if you don't know the event in the comics.
The Marvel Universe is at a crossroads. A new Inhuman has emerged, one that can predict the future. And the heroes of the Marvel Universe are faced with a choice. Wield the power of predictive justice to change the future as they see fit. Or reject it and allow tomorrow to unfold unaltered. And as the battle lines are drawn, who will fall?
In the comics, a precognitive Inhuman named Elysius Kane predicted disasters before they happened, sparking a major conflict among the heroes. Captain Marvel acts on his visions to prevent threats, while Iron Man warns that punishing actions that haven't occurred is morally dangerous. Tensions explode after a mission goes wrong, resulting in War Machine's death, and She-Hulk being critically injured. As visions continue to predict more tragedies, the heroes split into opposing factions. Conflict climaxes with Captain Marvel defeating Iron Man, leaving him critically injured, while Ulysses transcends humanity after encountering a cosmic entity. In the aftermath, Tony is kept alive in stasis, and Carol reflects on the mixed consequences of her actions. At its core, this story isn't just about superheroes fighting, it's about a massive moral question. Should you stop something bad before it happens, or does that destroy the idea of free will completely? How I think we'll get Civil War 2 in the MCU. Firstly, I think technically we will get a version of it in Doomsday with the new Avengers and Sam Wilson's Avengers teams, but this will only be brief, as well as an Avengers vs X-Men moment, but I believe we'll still get a film that follows the event as well, fully. However, I think in the MCU we'll get a version of the Civil War 2 during the third MCU saga, the Mutant Saga, and I think the most likely 3 ways it will start is either Ulysses Kane could be introduced before the events, allowing for the comic accurate storyline. A tech or magic based predictive method could appear. For example, Shuri or Doctor Strange discovers a way to foresee the future, or a mutant with precognition could serve as the key, especially since the MCU's upcoming Mutant Saga may replace Inhumans with the mutants. Out of these 3, the mutant option feels like the most natural fit for where the MCU is heading right now. These are the core 12 members of the teams I think they will be going with for who is still active in the MCU. For the Pro Prediction team, leader will be Captain Marvel, and the other members will be Vision, Ant-Man, Scott Lang, Wasp, Hope Van Dyne, Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, Stature, Cassie Lang, Black Panther, Shuri, Photon, Monica Rambeau, US Agent, John Walker, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Human Torch, Johnny Storm, and The Thing, Ben Grimm. Key characters to watch here would be Captain Marvel as the leader, Vision for his logical approach, and Spider-Man, who could once again be torn between two sides. The anti-prediction team, the leader I think will be Captain America Sam Wilson, and the other members will be Winter Soldier Bucky Barnes, Star-Lord Peter Quill, Black Widow Elena Belova, Hawkeye Kate Bishop, Red Guardian Alexei, Ghost Ava Starr, Sentry Bob Reynolds, Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards, Invisible Woman Sue Storm, Deadpool Wade Wilson, and Wolverine Logan. On this side, Sam Wilson represents the moral core, while characters like Wolverine and Deadpool could likely reject any system that judges people before they act. Additional possible team members, if introduced later, for the Pro Prediction team, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Shadowcat, Professor X, and Magneto. Whereas the Anti-Prediction team, Rogue, Storm, Beast, Nightcrawler, and Iceman. If mutants are introduced properly, they could massively expand this conflict and make it even bigger than the original Civil War. And lastly, there are 5 possible titles of the film that I think will be given. It'll either be Civil War 2, Marvel Civil War or Civil War 2, Captain America Civil War 2, Captain Marvel Civil War or Civil War 2, or Spider-Man Civil War or Civil War 2. Which side would you join if Civil War 2 hits the MCU? What do you think will be the catalyst of the Civil War? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share or subscribe, and I'll see ya in the next video.
Downey, is that the last donut with red, white, and blue sprinkles? What did I tell you would happen if you ate the last donut with red, white, and blue sprinkles?
A little foggy on it, but I think it was something like raining down hellfire.
That's right.
And here I am without an umbrella.
I feel a storm brewing.